Again, good afternoon, everyone, to this webinar, Success Formula for Effective Leadership, and How Can an Entrepreneur Achieve Dreams in Life? This is the agenda I'm going to cover in today's session. We are going to set some ground rules. Kailash ji has already given my introduction, so I'm not going to spend much time on that. I'm going to share something about my business, what I do. Then I'm going to share with you what stops you to be more successful. And then success formula. How can you be more successful in your life? Then we are going to run an assessment on the leadership skill. So please be there till the end of the session. Then I'm going to share with you how you can mitigate that gap and then plan to achieve your dreams and some questions at the end. So let's set some ground rules for the session. I will request everyone to please mute your audio. However, you can keep your videos on for interaction. You may want to grab a pen and notebook in case you want to note down something. I'm just giving you a few seconds. You will also require pen and notebook for the assessment. There's going to be a lot of interaction, so please participate. And feel free to use chat box to share your responses. If you've got any questions during the session, please note it down and you can ask during the question answer session. So Kailash ji has already shared, my firm name is Potential to Performance. I'm an MBA graduate and also certified project management professional. Other than that, having some additional qualifications as well into my kitty. Overall, more than 13 plus years of experience in corporate world. Currently, I'm associated with a company called Leadership Management International. It is a USA-based organization. We are present in India since 1995, almost 25 years. Primarily, we focus on two aspects of business. One is business result and another is people result. Therefore, we call ourselves as performance enhancement organization. We are present in more than 80 countries around the world, and more than 4 million people across the world have gone through our programs. In India, we are present in 21 locations physically, but with this online platform, Zoom, Hangouts, we serve across India. This is how we are spread across the world wherever you see the blue color. I'm sure, friends, as part of your journey so far, you might have attended 1 or 2 days of leadership trainings specifically. Excellent knowledge, outstanding faculty. Even the feedback or smiley sheets after the session seems good. When you come out of the session, you get that feel-good factor. But what happens when you go back to your day-to-day life? What happens when you go back to your business? What happens when you go back to your job? Nothing changes. This is because these 1 or 2 days of specifically leadership training programs are merely able to produce awareness about the concepts. They are not able to produce sustainable change in the behavior of participants. On the other hand, our LMI programs are transformational in nature. During our programs, participants first learn the concept. We provide them with a lot of tools through which they are able to retain the concept and the knowledge. They are able to reflect on them and apply it on daily basis, both in personal as well as professional life. This makes our entire program experiential in nature, which produces visible change, measurable results, and gives return on investment to participants, which is our USP. Yes. So whatever investment the participants incur towards attending the program, they get benefit in multifold of it. I always say that I am in the greatest business of this world because I transform life of my participants. Yes, this is what I do. I help individual live his or her full potential by transforming them. All right. Friends, let me ask you a question. Do you think you have more potential to achieve than you are achieving today? If you think you have more potential to achieve, please write yes in the chat box. Do you have more potential to achieve? If you think you have more potential to achieve, write yes in the chat box. Suraj is saying yes, Samit, yes, Renuji, yes, Bhushan, yes, Vaseem, yes. Keep on sharing. Nilesh, yes, Kailashji, yes. This is going to be a very, very interactive session. Atul, yes. Jandos, yes. Anjali, yes. Rahman, yes. Anuruddhi saying yes. Absolutely. Absolutely right. We all have got more potential than what we think we have. Now, let me ask you another question. What do you think? What percentage of your potential or your capacity you are working as on today? 15%, 30%, 50%, 60%? Please share the percentage you think you are operating of your potential as on today. Keep on sharing. Kailash saying 5%, Anuj 1%, Amit saying 30%, Anjali saying 30%. Keep on sharing. What do you think at what percentage of your potential, of your capability, of your capacity you are working? 30%. Amarji saying 30%, Wasim ji saying 30%, Suraj ji saying 10%, Renu ji saying 5%, Nilesh ji is saying 20%, Bhushan ji 20%, Atul ji saying he doesn't know, which is all right. Kanish ji is saying 5%, Bhupendra ji, wow, great. Thank you for sharing your responses. Friends, let me share with you an interesting fact. I'm sure every one of you must have heard about Albert Einstein. He is known to be the wisest man on this earth. He has got most potential recorded, registered on his name. And when he was alive, he was asked that at what percentage or what percentage of potential you are working. And you know what he has replied? He has replied that I am working 5 to 10% of my potential only. So every one of us has got huge potential to achieve. Every one of us has got immense potential lies within us. Now tell me, what do you see in this picture? What do you see in this picture? Please share your responses in the chat box. What do you see in this picture? Could you see the picture? What do you see in this picture? This blue color picture in front of you, what do you see? Please share your responses in the chat box. Please share your responses in the chat box. What do you see in this picture? Wasim ji is saying iceberg. Nilesh ji is saying iceberg. Anjali, tip of iceberg. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Renu ji saying 1/6 is visible. Subhas ji saying 90% under the water, 5% is above the sea. Amar ji is saying. Friends, scientists say that this is the picture of an iceberg, of course, and 1/3 of iceberg is always above the surface of the water, and 3/4 is always below the surface of the water. We are also like this. Whatever we see, we think that's the reality, that's the truth. And what we don't see, we do not take into account. Likewise, we all have got huge potential in us, not necessarily what is visible to us. So we all need to explore our hidden potential. We all need to explore to what height to what length, to what extent we can grow in our life, to what extent we can achieve success. So all of us have agreed that we have got immense potential within us. Then what do you think? What is stopping you to achieve your full potential in life? What do you think, according to you, is stopping you to achieve your full potential in life? Please share the responses in the chat box. What do you think, according to you? What stops you to achieve your full potential in life? Please share your responses in chat box. Amarji is saying mine. Amitji is saying oneself. Keep on sharing. What do you think? What stops you? All of us have agreed here that we have got huge potential to achieve. We have got immense potential within us. Anjali ji is saying thoughts. Anjali is saying our. Wasim ji is saying risk. Atul ji is saying procrastination. Subhal ji is saying confusion, hesitation. Keep on sharing. Keep on sharing. What do you think, according to you, which stops you to achieve your full potential? Ritika ji is saying our own limitations to realize that we have the potential. Kailash ji is saying actually nothing. You know, friends, as I said, that we work across more than 80 countries. More than 4 million people across the world have gone through our interventions. And when we studied them, when we asked them, we came to certain conclusions. We came to three conclusions. First, all of us has got capability to think. Every one of us has got capacity to think. And each one of us has got or developed our own thought process over a period of time. We have developed our own habit of thinking over a period of time, which is called attitude. Because of my own habit of thoughts, I'm here today. I have achieved some part of my success. I have achieved some percentage of my potential I have reached to. But now, my own thought process, my own habit of thoughts, my own attitude stops me to achieve my full potential in life. My own habit of thought is becoming hindrance in my own growth. We reach to second conclusion that each one of us has developed a kind of behavior pattern over a period of time. Behavior is nothing but your own actions. The way I do things and the way I get things done from others. Because of my own behavior, I'm here today. I have achieved some part of my success. I have achieved some percentage of my potential. But now my own behavior, my own actions, the way I do things and the way I get things done from others stops me to achieve my full potential in life. My own actions, my own behavior, the way I do things and the way I get things done from others is becoming hindrance in achieving my full potential in my life. We reach to third conclusion that each one of us has got woven into certain kind of habits since our childhood till now. We have developed some kind of habits. We even don't know how. Some good, some bad. Because of certain good habits, I'm here today. I'm successful to certain extent. But now my own habits is stopping me to achieve my full potential in life. My own personal habits or my own professional or work habits is stopping me, is becoming hindrance in my own growth. So friends, three things which stop us to achieve full potential in our life. One is attitude, our own thoughts, our own habit of thoughts, the way we think, and our own behavior, the way I do things and the way I get things done from others stops us to achieve full potential in life. And my own habits, my own personal or work habits. All right. Now let me ask you another question. Who do you think, according to you, understands you better? Who do you think, according to you, listen to you better? Please share your responses in the chat box. Who do you think, according to you, understands your dreams, understands your desires, understands your passion? Who understands your challenges? Who understands your pain? Please share your responses in the chat box. Keep on sharing. Please share your responses in the chat box. Yes, Atul is saying me, Bhupendra is saying myself, Kailash ji myself, self, myself. Kailash is saying yes, no one else better than myself. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely right. It's I, me, or myself. I'm the only one who understand myself better. I'm the only one who listen to myself better. I'm the only one who can understand, who can feel my own dreams, who understand my own passion, who understand my own desires. I'm the only one who understand my own challenges. I'm the only one who can understand and feel my own pain. I'm the only one in this world who understand what are my strengths, what are my limitations. So who's responsible for my life, for my success, for my failure? I'm responsible. Who's responsible to explore my potential? I'm responsible. I can't blame anyone else. So if I have to put this into perspective, the ease with which my mind can lead my body or myself, nobody else in the world can do that for me. The ease with which my mind can get result from my body or from myself, nobody else in the world can do that for me. It's only I can lead myself. Nobody else in the world can do that for me. I'm going to share audio file with you. Let me just explain you this story. What happens is when eagle becomes old, when he reaches to his age of 30 to 40 years, his feathers become too heavy for him to fly. His beak is no longer sharp now that he can catch his prey. Now, eagle has got only two choices in his life. One, die. Another, take rebirth. But eagle knows that if he chooses second option, he will have to go a very, very painful process. But he does that. He chooses the second option. For that, eagle flies once for last time for very, very high on the mountain. He reaches on the top of the mountain, he sits over there. And he keeps on knocking his beak on the mountain. And he keeps on knocking, keeps on knocking, keeps on knocking till his beak breaks out and he bleeds. After a few days, he gets his new beak, which is very, very sharp. Now, what does eagle do? Now, eagle starts plucking his own feathers, which are very heavy for him to fly. He plucks his own feathers. He again bleeds. He again bleeds. What happens after a few days? He gets new feathers, which are light. And now eagle takes the flight of rebirth. So friends, yes, change is going to be difficult, but it is worth taking that risk. We will also get those choices. Do we want to die the same as we are, or we really want to work on our best version 2.0? Do we want to work in this life only? When eagle does that, he gets his new beak, he gets his new feathers, he lives for again next 30 to 40 years. That's the difference. Now let me ask you a question again. What do you think is according to you success is? What do you think according to you success is? How do you define success for yourself? Can anybody share? How do you define success for yourself? What according to you success is? Anybody would like to share? All right, so let me share how I define the success. We define the success is that it is progressive realization of worthwhile predetermined goals. Success is progressive, it's dynamic, it's not static. Once you achieve one milestone, you keep on moving, you achieve next milestone. You can realize the success, you can feel the success, you can achieve the success. And success is worthwhile to achieve. Worthwhile to whom? Well, first of all, worthwhile to you. Worthwhile to your family, friends, relatives, society at large, world at large. Success is predetermined. You know what to achieve, when to achieve, how to achieve. You have decided what you want to have as part of your success. And it goals. It's predetermined goals. You have defined it. What is your success? So we define success is progressive realization of worthwhile predetermined goals. Now let me ask you. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing, Nileshji. Mindfulness in every aspects of life, Nileshji is sharing. Professor Bhaleshwar is saying attitude. And Amarji is saying becoming great coach. Thank you so much for defining your success for yourself. So now let me ask you one question. From where does this success come from? What do you think? Please share. What do you think success come from? How do you get the success? What determines that you get the success? What determines you get the success? Okay, let me give you a hint. A student is in 10th class standard and he wants to go to 11th class standard. What would determine that he goes to 11th class standard? Kailash ji is saying satisfaction, Amarji is saying by becoming one with the outcome. Kailash ji is saying satisfaction with the outcome. You achieve success, you get success because of your result. So if a student get a favorable result in his 10th class board standard, he will go to 11th class standard. To be very, very specific, it's your result which determine that you are success. If you get favorable result, you achieve success. Now, how do you get the result? What do you think? How do you get the result? Nilesh ji saying behavioral changes. Yes. So you get your result because of your behavior. And behavior, what we have defined is your actions. The way you do things and the way you get things done from others. And from where does your behavior come from? Anybody would like to share? From where does your behavior come from? Can you share? Can anybody would like to share? In chat box. Yes. Attitude and habits, our own thoughts. Our behavior comes from our attitude, our own habit of thought, the way we think. So from where does our attitude come from? Nilesh is saying experience. Our attitude comes from our conditioning, our past experiences since our childhood. The way we have interacted with our family, friends, relatives, any emotional experiences we had. This is how our conditioning gets formed. So from where does your conditioning come from? From where does your conditioning come from? Anybody would like to share? Surroundings and environment is your conditioning. From where does your conditioning come from? Circumstances is again your conditioning. Subhash is saying mine. Let me just share with you. We have defined success comes from the results we achieve. The results come from the behavior, our own actions, the way I do things and the way I get things done from others. And behavior comes from the attitude, my own habit of thought, the way I think. And attitude comes from the conditioning of the past, the way I have been brought up, various experiences. And conditioning gets formed because of repetition of certain dominant ideas over a period of time. This is how your conditioning gets formed. Generally, parents say, don't do this, don't do that. It gets repeated, it gets repeated. And that's how it gets conditioned in our mind. So how about if I reverse the process? How about if I get myself exposed to certain positive, dominant ideas and concepts over a period of time? What would happen? My conditioning will get changed. My habit of thought, my own attitude because of that will get changed, which will help generating new behavior in me. My own habit or pattern of doing things and getting things done from others will change, which will produce superior result, which will give me greater success. This is the success formula. And this is what I do in all my programs. That participants get exposed to, or we share with them a lot of great content, great concepts and ideas so that their conditioning gets changed. World best content, which changes their attitude, their thought pattern, which changes their behavior, which brings the superior results and greater success. We'll talk more about the conditioning. The conditioning is what we have been exposed to since our childhood. It can be both the things. Things we can do and things we cannot do. Now let me ask you another question. How many of you have seen an elephant? Please share in the chat box if you have seen the elephant. Yes. Please write the yes in the chat box if you have seen the elephant. Wasim ji is saying yes. Subhas ji yes. Yes. Amar ji yes. Vandana yes. Yes. Atul ji yes. Bhupin ji yes. Keep on sharing. I'm sure that every one of us has seen the elephant. Now tell me how many of you has seen the elephant in a circus? Please write yes if you have seen the elephant in a circus. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sure every one of us or most of us would have definitely seen an elephant in a circus. What happens when we go to circus and we see the big and mighty elephant performing, amusing us with so many tricks? We feel amazed that how come such a big and mighty elephant can do these many tricks? We also see that this big and mighty elephant, then after the circus program gets over, is tied up with a small rope. And we wonder, how come this big and mighty elephant is tied up with such a small rope, with such a small stake? He can, if he wants, he can break it at any point of time. But when you will go and ask the circus owner, he will tell you that we have actually trained this elephant to perform those tricks. And we have trained him since he was very, very young. So friends, what has happened is, since this big and mighty elephant was young, when he was a baby elephant, he was brought into the circus. And then he was tied up with a very heavy iron chain with a big stake. This baby elephant tried to break that heavy chain tied up with a big stake. He tried every day for 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, a month, 6 months. He could not break it because he was not strong enough. Ultimately, he gave up that I can't. And he started getting conditioned and into that environment of circus, and he started learning those circus tricks. Slowly, slowly, this baby elephant started growing and he became a big and mighty elephant. But now what is happening? His owner is tying him up with a small rope, with a small stake, because he knows that now elephant can't break it. Even elephant doesn't even try to break it, even if he can, because he's not aware of his own potential, that now he can break it, that now he can even lift 1,000,000 tons of weight. But he has developed that attitude, that conditioning, that I can't. Friends, all of us, including me, all of us need to identify what elephant chain we have within us, what self-limiting belief we have within us, and try to break that shackle. then only we can achieve our full potential in life. If we are not aware of our own self-limiting belief, our own elephant chain, how will we achieve our full potential in life? Now, let me ask you another question. This is going to be very interactive, so please keep sharing your responses in chat box. How many horses do you see in this picture? Please write in the chat box. How many horses do you see in this picture? How many horses do you see in this picture? Two, 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 two. Yes, two, two. Yes. There are two horses. One is winner and another is runner-up. There is just a slight difference between both of them. And I'm sure you must have also seen 100-meter race in Olympic Games. And you must have enjoyed it as well. Very, very slight difference of fraction of seconds between the winner and the runner-up. But the difference in the prize money between the winner and the runner-up is huge. It's huge. So when we see this and we feel that this winner must have worked very, 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 very hard. Friends, yes, he has worked very hard, but he has worked little harder than the runner-up every day. It doesn't happen in one day. You need to put that little extra efforts every day. And in LMI, we call it slight edge. This is what the difference between the winner and the rest of the world. They do work on themselves every day. I'm going to share these three characteristics of successful people. We all know that there are great global CEOs, business people out there who are successful. These are the three things which we have found that are common in successful people. One, they have positive mental attitude. They always think positive, always. Whenever they face any challenges, they are solution centric, not problem centric. They are goal directed. They know in their life what they want to do, how they want to do, when they want to do. They are very, very specific. And they are self-motivated. They don't need anybody else to motivate them. They have their own passion, own desire to be successful in their life. They focus more on their circle of influence and not on their circle of concern. So what is circle of influence? Circle of influence is the things around you wherever you have the control, what you can do about it. And circle of concern is about your external circumstances on which you don't have control. The successful people will always focus on things what they can do and try to expand their circle of influence. And people who are failure or who thinks problematic approach, they will always focus on circle of concern. They will always blame external circumstances for their result. These are three characteristics of successful people and how they operate, how their attitude works. Friends, all of us are here leaders in our own capacity. We are leading our own businesses. We are leading or working in our own job. We are leading our own teams. We are leading our family. So all of us are leaders. And of course, we are successful to some extent. But we are exploring here how we can become more successful in life. So we are going to take a self-assessment over here. Would you like to take this assessment? If you want to take this assessment here, right now, type yes in the chat box. Write yes in the chat box if you're interested to take this assessment and you want to explore more about your own leadership skill. Write yes in the chat box. Yes, Anjali ji saying yes, Bhupen ji yes, Wasim ji yes, Mranal ji yes, Kailash ji yes, Amit ji yes, yes, yes. Great. So I'm sure most of you are interested in taking this assessment. So I'm going to ask you some questions to help you explore this further. Please grab your notepad and pen if you have not done so far. You need to write something. So all right, let's move ahead. So I'm going to share some leadership challenges here with you. There can be many more respective to your businesses, respective to your own circumstances. I'm just sharing few. And if you're facing of any of those challenges which is relevant to your own personal and professional areas, please write response yes in your notebook or write no if that is applicable as per to your business or nature. All right. So let's start. Challenge one. As a leader, as an entrepreneur, are you able to achieve your business goal or your organization goal always, consistently? Write in your notebook yes or no. Write in your notebook yes or no. As a leader, are you able to achieve your own business goal, work goal, organization goal always? Write yes or no. All right, let's move ahead. As a leader, are you able to focus on strategic work of your business? Which means, do you think that you need to focus on more strategic work of your organization and not able to focus on your day-to-day transactional work? Do you think your team need to take more of day-to-day operations? Write yes or no in your notebook. All right. As a leader, are you working on your personal dreams which you always wanted to achieve? I'm sure while growing up, every one of us had some or other dreams. A farmhouse on beachside, world tour, best cook in the world, or I want to be the best dancer in the world. What is your personal dream and are you working on it? Write yes or no in your notebook. Yes or no. Next. Do you have work-life balance? Do you think you are able to give sufficient time to your family, your kids, for their career, for their studies? Are you satisfied with that? Write yes or no. Write yes or no. Next. As a leader, have you developed the leadership pipeline within the organization? Which means, are you able to develop any of your team member who can take up additional and challenging assignments and you can focus on other part of the business? Have you groomed your team members so that you can do and focus on much more high network client? Yes or no? Or have you even thought about it? Right? Yes or no? As a leader, are you continuously learning and upgrading for better version of yourself? I'm sure you must be aware that global CEOs like Bill Gates, the CEO of Microsoft, he will always set a goal at the start of the year of reading so and so many books. Why do leaders do that? Have you invested in your learning, in enhancing your own capability, your own skill sets in last 2 years? Have you invested money in that for your own self development? If you are not continuously upgrading yourself, how would you ensure that your family is getting upgraded, or your own team is getting upgraded on skill sets or their capability? So are you doing this? Yes or no? Next. As a leader, are you actually ready for VUCA world? VUCA is the business terminology, which stands for V for volatile, U for uncertainty, C for complexity, and A for ambiguous. This pandemic COVID-19 situation is a perfect example of VUCA world. Things are so volatile. Cases are going so high. Even government doesn't know what to do. Everything is uncertain. We even don't know if the lockdown can happen now also. Nobody knows anything. It's so complex to comprehend. There is so much ambiguity. Things are not clear. People are still not clear how to manage their own supply chain. There are still companies who are struggling with that. And God forbid, if something like this happens in next 5 years, 6 years down the line as well. So as a leader, are you actually ready for VUCA world? Yes or no? Write in your notebook. Next. As a leader, have you achieved your full potential in life? Are you happy with yourself? What kind of efforts, what extent of efforts you are putting to achieve your own success in life? Yes or no? Next. In LMI, we believe in total person concept. We believe that an individual must be able to manage these 6 areas in his life, then he become a total person. Do you think you are just focusing only one area of life, financial and career, and you are neglecting the other areas of your life? And you need to focus in all the areas of life. These days, yes, physical and health is becoming very, very critical. So do you think you are able to manage in all these areas? You are able to manage the balance in all these areas? Yes or no? Everything is important in life. Everything. At the that bad, we should not feel that wish I could have done that. That regret feeling should not be there when we have potential within us. So write yes or no. As a leader, have you become a role model for others to follow? Your family, your team, look it up to you. A leader is a leader when he has the follower. Are you working on that? They behave you, they look at you, the way you behave, they also imitate you. Write yes or no. Now write and assess how many yeses you have got and how many no you have got. You can count. And please share just the number of yes you have got and the number of no's you have got in the chat box. Just share the number of yeses you have got and number of no's you have got in the chat box. Please share. Atul ji saying yes is 0. Wasim ji saying 5 yes, 5 no. Amit ji saying 4 yes, 6 no. Atul ji saying 9 no. Keep on sharing, keep on sharing. Subhas ji saying 7 yes, 5 no. Amar ji saying 3 yes, 6 no. Keep on sharing. It's all about you. It's all about you. The digital platter saying 8 yes and 2 no. Anjali ji saying 4 yes, 6 no. Kailash ji saying 1 yes. Nilesh ji saying 7 yes, 4 no. Kailash ji 7 yes and 3 no. More no's, which means more room for improvement. And you may use this data for self-reflection. If you think Those questions are critical to you or your business. We talked a little bit about dreams. We all had dreams while growing up. A farmhouse along the beachside, world tour, best athlete in the world, best dancer in the world, or master chef of India. And since all we are entrepreneurs over here, the common dream could be my dream is to become a successful businessman or woman in the respective areas. Now let's take this dream and make a plan to achieve it. I define dreams that dreams are goals without deadlines. Dreams are nothing but goals without deadlines. So how about if I convert my dreams into goals? I make a plan. What you need to do is you need to assess where I am right now. What is my dream? What I want to do in the next 6 months, in next 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 years down the line. If we are into business, if we are entrepreneur, do I want to focus in these three areas for next 6 months? Do I need to improve the top line of my business? Or do I want to reduce the cost of my product or services? Or do I want to focus in preventing the loss of opportunity or any other area respected to your own businesses or circumstances? What can I do if I have to improve the top line, or what I have to reduce the cost, or what if I have to prevent the loss of opportunity? Let me share with you. If I want to increase the top line of my business, can I focus on increasing sales for next 6 months? Can I focus on increasing sales in the product which gives me high return? Can I focus more on the large clients only and give the small clients to my team members to manage? But is your team member ready for that? Could be anything. I'm just sharing few examples. What if I want to focus on reducing cost of my product or service for next 6 months? Can I reduce it by lowering the cost of raw material? Can I reduce the timeliness? Can I lower the rejections by making the process improvement in my product or service? Could be anything as per your business circumstances. Or do I need to focus on third options, that I want to venture into the new business, new market? I want to export my product, or I just want to collaborate. You can pick up any one of these, what you want to do for next 6 months. I'm just giving an example. Let's say you want to increase the top line of your business by increasing the sales. Then you need to convert it into smart goals. I'm sure some of you might be aware of this concept as well. Still, I'm going to slightly touch on that. Your goals must be worthwhile as well. Worthwhile to whom? Well, first of all, worthwhile to you, your family, friends, relatives, society at large, and the world. You should ensure that you're not violating any laws of nature, and it must be written. I want to increase the sale of my product. Who wants to do it? I. You have to be very, very specific. What product? Could be anything. Watch. I want to increase the sale of my product watch by 3% to 5%. Measurable. Very, very specific. From 3% to 5%. By when? By December 2020. I want to increase the sale of my product from 3% to 5% by December 2020. You need to make sure that it's attainable as well. I can't put a goal of I want to increase the sale of my product from 3% to 300% in next 6 months. Humanly not possible. So why set yourself for failure? Make sure your goals are realistic but slightly above what you think you can achieve so that you're self motivated. And it's tangible. Once you achieve your goal, you should be able to see it, feel it, touch it. You get that visible proof. So if the sale of your product will increase, you'll get the money. You'll be able to touch it. Absolutely. You need to practice this process. Without practice, won't work. You need to focus the dreams, the goals in all your areas of your life for 6 months, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 years, 10 years of horizon. So that you don't regret anything in your life at the end of your journey, life journey. I'm sure increasing the sale is always in entrepreneur's mind. What do you think? Any of these things listed over here stopping you to achieve your increasing sales? These are just few examples. Few examples. You can note down if you think anything is applicable in your own area. Write down 3, 4, or as many as you think if you will work on them, will help in increasing your sales. Do you think if you plan better, your sales will increase? You need to focus on your planning, or you need to focus on your communication skill, or you don't know how to prioritize your work, or you don't know how to organize yourself. You don't know how to manage team. You need to work on your team building skill. You don't know how to manage your time. You always complain that I don't have time. I don't have time. How to focus on sales? And you don't know how to manage interruptions. You're always bogged down and getting disturbed from people coming to your rooms or WhatsApp and social media interruptions. Can you manage your interruptions? Or you're not motivated enough, or you simply like the selling skills. Write down the things which you think if you need to work on will help you increase your sales. These are just few examples. Is there anything below also stops you to achieve your goals? You might have some poor habits which you're not aware of. Your own problem-centric or negative attitude. You expect very low from yourself. Or people around you or in your team is not giving you enough or authentic feedback to grow. You can note down 1 or 2 things if you want to. Anybody would like to share with me if you have noted down few things from here, from this slide? Have you noted down few things from this slide which you would like to work on? One thing you would like to work on, at least one thing you think if you work on will help or make impact in your business, not only sales, but your business overall. Have you noted down? Would you like to share with me in the chat box? Aman ICG saying self-motivation. Great, great. Dilip ji is saying not managing time. Dilip ji, can you unmute yourself? On time. Anjali ji saying on time. Dilip ji,
Yes.
I would like to just understand from you. You have mentioned that by managing time, you think you'll be able to make more impact in your business. How do you think that impact would be?
Uh, if I am regularly maintain my time
Mm-hmm.
for reaching office and doing my planned work, that would be effective for my profession.
Absolutely, sir. And so that would be effective for your profession in terms of, can you define in terms of percentage of your goal, which you will be able to achieve in your profession if you work on your time management skill?
Perfection, 100%.
So let's say if you have goal of achieving your target of 100%, right? I'm not sure about your business background, but let's say you are into the consumer durable business,
My-
right? Sorry, sir.
Myself practicing chartered account.
Chartered accountant. Great, great. So, do you think, sir, if you're able to manage time effectively, you'll be able to get more clients?
Yes.
More clients means what, sir? More business?
uh, More business, more clients, or the whatever work in my hand, it
Yeah,
will be completed in my planned time.
absolutely. Which would, so it will be two-way. One, if you manage your time, you will be getting more clients because you will be having additional time in your kitty, right?
Yes.
Right. Also,
Yes.
your credibility in the market would get established that CA Dilip ji is very, very perfectionist in his time. Whatever he says, he delivers on time. There's something to learn from him, isn't it, sir?
Yes.
So indirectly, it's affecting your brand as well. Also, if you are able to manage your time, you have two choices. One, you can able to focus on your business and also to your work life balance as well, or the dreams you want to achieve, isn't it?
Yes.
So see, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for interaction. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
friends, as you can see, if you can just work on one skill set, developing of one skill set, it directly impact in your business, directly impacts. Therefore, you need to identify your own elephant chain. If you think it is there in any of this slide, you focus on victim mentality that corona is going on and nothing is in my control, lack of commitment, some negative attitude. You can choose one habit as well. And you need to work on your skill sets. So, how would you feel when you achieve your dreams in life? I'm sure these are some of the emotions I'm just sharing. I'm successful. Yes, I did it. I'm happy. I'm a leader. I'm a winner. Some emotions, isn't it? It's great to have achieve our dreams to become success in life. Let me just share an audio. Let me just see whether it's work or not. So this entire journey is going to be a transformational journey. You can see in the picture a beautiful butterfly coming out of the caterpillar, the cocoon. You also need to come out of your cocoon, your own comfort zone. It's going to take efforts, but you need to do it. And who can do it? Only you can do it. Only you can do it. Let me going to share an audio. All right. Friends, I'm going to share something about my programs as well. My flagship program name is Effective Personal Productivity. It is available online. The entire program gets conducted in total 10 sessions. And whatever I have spoken to you during the entire session today, everything gets covered in the session. And it's application oriented, action oriented, be it time management, team management, delegation, goal setting, coaching, how to identify priorities in life, how to identify your own elephant chain and break it. The entire thing is covered in this total 10 sessions program. And this is a guaranteed program, return on investment. The amount you will put in for attending this program, you will get the benefit in multifold of it, both in personal as well as professional life. You also get an international certification from LMI USA because you get world's best content. The entire course content comes from USA, best in the world. My another program name is Attitude is Everything. This is also available online. Very, very inspirational and motivational program. Again, it covers the topics which I have shared in today's session. How do you explore your own dreams. Convert those dreams into the goals and daily action plan, which you can take in daily basis. How do you make the balance in all your areas of your life? How do you attain the slight edge like winner? How do you cultivate the attitude of abundance and positive, never, never give up attitude? How do you use your own subconscious conscious mind like winners? Again, you get the diploma, the certification from LMI USA. The course content come from LMI USA. Very, very inspirational and motivational program. This program is applicable for everyone. Even the children above the 15 years of age can attend this program. Graduate and postgraduate students, even the housewife, every individual, because everyone has got dreams and everyone can explore and develop their attitude. My next program is Effective Selling Strategies, total 10 sessions. This is a very, very specific program for entrepreneurs who want to develop their selling skills, or corporates who want to train their sales team. How do I define the target market? Sales interview. How to close sales, objections and stalls and objections. At last, whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass. These are words of Mr. Paul Gimer, who is founder of Leadership Management International USA. I would like to thank every one of you for participating in this session, for attending today's webinar. And I would like to thank Sampark for giving me a platform to express my thought. And I will request everyone, whoever is interested, please note down my coordinates. Please connect with me for more details one-to-one. Please share the referrals, basis the programs. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any questions we have?
Shweta, Anisha has typed a question in the chat box.
Yeah.